Yo, what's good? This is Conversations with the Heart, and I'm Pelo, the hearts, or at least one of the hearts that will be part of this conversation today. This is my channel, and I invite you to just be present. Feel free to pause the video if you want to reflect, but stay tuned. Join the Hearty gang. We get deep, or at least I would like for us to. So yeah, I'm just braiding this end because it might just bother me as I watch this clip later. Future self, don't let this bother you. It's cute. Okay, so how are you doing? How are you doing? It's okay. However you're feeling is alright. There's an airplane passing by. It's kind of loud, so I'm just gonna let it pass by before I get into today's topic. Okay. So we are getting into 5 things I have learned this year. Just gonna read them, then I'm gonna speak to them. And I hope that you feel encouraged. I hope that you feel inspired. Please feel free to share with me what you've learned as well. I'd really love to learn from you all and grow from you all too. So getting straight into it. The first lesson thing that I've learned this year is that God's love never leaves my side. God's love has not left my side this year. I've found myself in some incredibly... Bye, Miriam! Miriam's going home for Christmas. I'm so happy for her. Okay, we are back. This year has been such an interesting year, like you find yourself in places and spaces that are just like, what on earth am I doing here? Who are these people? And not just things like that, but general scenarios, general moments in time. You find yourself feeling hella uncomfortable, but God has not left my side this year, and I'm just so grateful for your omnipresence, Lord. Oh, omnipresence. Yeah, for your omnipresence, God, So that's the first thing that I've jotted down, that God's love never leaves my side. So him just never leaving is him showing me love. Oh, my sister's about to come in here, Ashley. Okay, the second thing that I have concluded this year is that I will grow what?
Mentally. Nigga, press pause. Nothing.
I'm about to pause.
Have you ever dug your poo out of your bum?
The questions I get asked, that is actually disgusting. And we are back. And I've got some nail art going on here too. Okay, I don't even know where we were. Yeah, man. Okay, the third one is the second one is I will grow no matter what. So circumstances, situations, moments, scenarios that are pleasurable, that are not so wonderful, I'll grow no matter what. I will have experienced a lesson and I will have grown from that. And that is what I've learned this year. Like I said in the first point of God's love never leaving my side, I have found myself in some guys, interesting spaces, you know. And I'm just like, what? But they've contributed to my growth. Look at me flexing these nails. They're cute though, hey? Like, holla at me. I'm starting a business. Not nails, but soon enough, you'll know. Yes. Okay, the third point that I've learned. Can you read that? It says, always try to come back to yourself. Now, I have come to realize and understand that we tend to be fickle, you know, we shape shift. We shapeshift, we adopt behaviors, we adopt character traits. We just don't necessarily remain true to who we are. And in this year, I've really witnessed the significance and the power of trying to come back to myself, like grounding myself, remembering who I am, remembering my purpose, what I like, remembering my desires, remembering my goals, you know, just coming back to myself, coming back home to myself. You understand? The fourth thing that I have learned is that I wrote, you are an imperfect human and that is okay. And I think it kind of ties really beautifully with the always try to come back to yourself, because you're imperfect, dude. And understanding that you do not have life figured out, understanding that life is uncertain, understanding that you are not necessarily going to amount to the standards that society has put in place for you to uphold and for you to upkeep. Like recognizing that sometimes you will flop and fail, sometimes you'll make mistakes that are incredibly uncomfortable, sometimes you will just have to express in a manner that is not pleasing to society, or not pleasing to yourself, or not pleasing to the laws, you know. Imperfection as you know it to be, sometimes you will not be perfect, because you're an imperfect human being, and that is okay. That is how God sees it, and that is how God made it to be. I suppose, you know, we'll get into biblical philosophy another time, but yeah, ain't nobody perfect in this life, so it's okay. Accept that, move on, have grace for yourself and have grace for others, because ain't nobody perfect, and that is okay. You're an imperfect being and it is okay. Okay, I've said that enough times. The fifth lesson that I've learned is to have faith and go with the flow. Now, this has been a statement that I have made my motto for the last, I think, 4 years or so, 4 or 5 years or so. Go with the flow and have faith. But now, have faith and go with the flow. This year has been riddled with new experiences, riddled with moments where I'm like, what, who, why, where, when, you know, genuinely going with the flow, going with the ride of this wave that can go from one super extreme height to like a really, really low, we on the sand now kind of vibe. You know, it's just unpredictable. And so I've learned this year to just have faith and go with that flow. And yeah, this has been the conversation with this heart. You know, what are some of the things that you've learned this year? What are some of the things that you resonate with from what I've learned this year? Thank you for tuning in, and thank you for embracing my lessons. I hope you feel inspired. Know that you are loved. I'm sending you so much peace and love in this moment. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so that we can really share more in the next conversation with the hearts. Join the Hearty Gang. Thank you so much. Bye.